This is my third time trying this weekly video, you guys. I keep getting interruptions from my kids, and I made a mistake and deleted, was stopped instead of paused the last video that I tried to do. So gonna try it again. Third time's a charm. This is to find you with Divine Love Expressions, coming to you with your weekly tarot scope for the elements. I'm not doing each individual zodiac. I'm going by element. So earth, air, fire, water. I'm gonna start out with earth. I'll have it timestamped so you don't have to watch the whole video if you don't want to. Quick announcement, you guys, letting you know what energies we are working with today. We are shifting into the new moon energy today, which is a good time to set your intentions for the month ahead or even the year ahead, depending on what type of intentions you're trying to set, depending on what you're trying to manifest. The moon is in Aries today, but it will be in Taurus tomorrow. So today is a good day to take action on the things that we want, the things that we need, the things that we desire. Giving attention to our shadow side, not ignoring it, but working along with it so that we can be in harmony and attract abundance and balance within our lives. Tomorrow, I told you the moon will shift into Taurus energy. Our sun is actually in Taurus energy right now, and the moon will also be in Taurus on tomorrow. So tomorrow, the sun and the moon is going to be in Taurus. This is a very direct alignment when dealing with earth energy, which is dealing with your money, your career, your health, the physical, your talents, your skills, the things that you do and utilize to attract money to you and attract health to you. So as far as what you can manifest right now is those things, to bring your money in harmony, to bring your health in harmony, and whatever talents or skills that you have, to give that more attention so that you can reap the benefits of that. So but maybe I'll try to make a video about that. But here we go, starting out with earth signs, which is Taurus, which we're in Taurus. So toodles to you. Hope everything is wonderful for you all. Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo are my earth signs. My moon is in Capricorn also, so this is relevant for me. This is for the sun, moon, and rising signs. Sun, moon, and rising, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Weekly tarot scope for the week of Sunday, May 13th, 2018 to Saturday, May 19th, 2018. I'm going to be showing you guys 5 cards. The first card will be the foundation, which lets me know where the energy stems from. The second card is going to be the overall energy. The third card is going to be what challenges or obstacles you may come across. The fourth card is going to be how to overcome that. And then I'm going to pull an Earth Magic Oracle card for further clarification and or motivation. I'm looking at the clock now and it's 12:22 p.m. So this may have to do with balance, being in alignment, relationships. The number 2s represent balance, relationships, reflection. So let's see. If y'all hear something in the background, it's my kids, and if you see a little glitch in the videos, because I paused it because somebody came and interrupted me. But balance, like I said, justice was your foundation card. Okay, so the justice card could be about a court case, or it could be about bringing balance between a situation that may have been unjust. or may not have been fair. So it could be a situation that you feel like you may have been treated unfairly. Someone you know may have been treated unfairly, or you may have been treating someone unfairly. Or it's just a situation where you feel like it's not fair. Like you might have been putting a lot of energy into something and you're not getting back what you expected. So you feel like that's not fair. Okay, but when it's upright, it's a good outcome. When it's reversed, it's like a negative. It's like a more unjust or unfair outcome. When it's upright, it's a more positive outcome. The situation is the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of skills. Like I was saying before with the earth energy, it's about your skills, your talents, things that you're working on. And if you look at this card, you can see this man is working on something, and it seems as though he's looking at it, thinking or trying to figure out if there's anything else that needs to be done to it. Maybe if it needs some finishing touches. But it looks as though it's done. It's ready to be presented. It's ready to be put up for sale or put up for show, whatever it is that he plans on doing with it, but it's ready. Okay. 8, the number 8 is it represents how can I say this? It represents utilizing things that you have to bring in what you want. So this card is showing that whatever you've been working on, whatever you've been putting energy into, you know, you've done the evaluation for it. Like the Seven of Pentacles is reevaluating to make sure everything is okay. The Eight of Pentacles, you've made sure everything is okay. It's time to put it out. Okay. Let's see. The challenge or block is the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is a card of new beginnings in an emotional sense. It's a card of your desires coming into fruition, or at least having the opportunity to. It's a card of love, new relationships, new partnerships. It's a card of a resurgence of something, dealing with emotions, dealing with giving you a feeling of satisfaction. So I feel like the block is you feeling satisfied with whatever you've been working on. You're not able to get a return on it. This is the card coming from here. It's like the dove is flying. The hand is coming in saying, hey, I love this. You know, since you've been putting out all this good energy into whatever it is that you're trying to do, I want to give that to you in return. You've been putting forth that good juju. I want to give you some good juju in return. But it's blocked. You're not allowing yourself to get that good juju back, because you're not putting out whatever it is that you've been working on. You're sitting up there looking at it, contemplating, trying to see if there's anything that needs to be done to it. And it's ready for you to put it out so that you can get back what the energy you've been putting forth. The advice is the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords to me is saying too, and it's another new beginning card. So you have a new beginning in love, you have a new beginning in your desires being fulfilled, your intent coming back to you if you allow it to. relationships, love, reflection, like whatever you've been embodying, however you've been vibrating, that's coming back to you. The love that you've put out, the dedication that you've put out, all of that is trying to come back to you, but you're blocking it. Okay, so this is telling you, this Ace of Swords as advice is telling you to focus your thoughts on this. If this is what you're trying to get, if you're trying to get a just outcome, if you're trying to get a fair outcome, if you're trying to balance out getting back what you're putting in, focus your intent on that. Okay, you have to remain open to new possibilities. This man is looking down. Like, put your head up and be aware of the future. Be aware of the possibilities. Be aware of the blessings that are trying to come to you. I'm going to pull an Earth Magic Oracle card for you guys. If this is love, because it could be love. If this is love, it's telling you to stop focusing on the negativity of the past and allow yourself to remain open to receiving love and have faith that that is what you're going to get, because that's what you've been putting out. It's a universal law. Whatever energy you've been putting out has to come back to you. So don't be afraid that you're not going to get it. If that's what you've been getting, that's what you're going to get. But you have to have faith and you have to be open to it in order for you to get that just outcome, to get those new beginnings that are waiting for you. Stop focusing on the past. Stop focusing on what didn't happen and focus on what you want to happen. Look, focus. What? I tripped myself out, y'all. I'm sorry. I had to. Spirit is so... Spirit is so good. Focus. It's crystals. Crystals. Focus. Okay? This is what I've been saying. But I'm going to read to you what it says. Hold on, I gotta tell my kids lower whatever noise they have. No, mine is stopped. It says, here we see an amethyst crystal cave bathed in the water from a river. The points of light representing the spiritual force that these crystal beings generate. The points of light representing the spiritual force that these crystal beings generate. Amethyst, and I have an amethyst crystal right here too while I do my readings, sitting on my computer. Amethyst, as well as other types of quartz crystals, and I have a rose quartz and a smoky quartz. I love quartz crystals. Have been used for thousands of years in magic and healing, as well as for intensifying psychic abilities. Since its violet color is often the same as the crown chakra, it has often been referred to as the spiritual stone. The nature of quartz crystals, the second most common element in the Earth's crust, is that they help focus the power of our life force or spirit. Where attention goes, power flows. And crystals magnify this power tenfold. Our intention influences where our attention goes. Our intentions influence where our attention goes. When we're consciously aware of our intention, it facilitates the focus of that spiritual power and supports the manifestation in material reality of that intention. It is time to bring your complete focus to the subject of your inquiry. Eliminate all distractions and give this your undivided attention. Whether this is a project, a relationship, or simply a relaxing time spent walking in nature, be fully present to that situation. This sharpening of focus will expand your awareness and allow your inner guidance to penetrate your consciousness, which can then be parlayed into appropriate action. By being focused with crystal clarity, you are in the flow of your life force and in fact have become one with it. It is not a hypervigilant or attention-filled state, but one of relaxed attention. Keep your eyes, ears, and hearts focused on that which you need to pay attention to, and miracles can be created. To paraphrase a fictional elder, use the force and use it in life-enhancing ways. Okay? So that was a crystal clear message for my earth signs. So now I'm going to move on to my air signs, and this is starting at 1505. I'll put that down in the description. I gotta stretch out my legs, y'all. I'm sitting on my bed, my legs is prepping up a little bit. So my air signs, which are Aquarius, Gemini, and Libras. Aquarius, Gemini, and Libras for Sunday, May 13th to Saturday, May 19th, 2018. My air signs, Aquarius, Libras, and Geminis. I'm going to use the same spread for you guys, with the first card being the foundation. The Ace of Swords fell out for you guys. We just had this card too. So it's telling you again to focus. Focus on your intentions. You have the opportunity to create whatever you want by utilizing your thoughts. Focus your intentions on what you want, not what you don't want. But the first card is going to be the foundation, what gives me where the all kind of cards falling out for y'all. We had the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and so I'm gonna just flow with it for y'all, since these cards flying out. That's what they want y'all to hear. So we got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and the Five of Cups in reverse. That's 3 cards right there, so I'm not gonna pull no more. The bottom card, the Hierophant reverse. So this is dealing with the bottom card, which is the foundation, is telling me where it stems from. So this is dealing with values, your values. What do you value? Okay, do you value traditions? Do you value knowledge, wisdom? It's about not being open to learning new ways of doing things, being stuck in the same old ways of doing things, or maybe you doing things in a very unorthodox way, which is not bad. So maybe you need to do things in an unorthodox way in order for you to get the clarity that you need, or to get that to focus, to get that focus right, to get your intentions set out right. Your intentions and your focus need to be on creating abundance for yourself, to be more self-sufficient. So working on, hold on guys, my bad y'all. So but your focus is like you're ignoring being self-sufficient, or not dependent on others, or ignoring spending time alone, spending time by yourself. Okay, you need time alone for you to get your thoughts right and for you to think straight. I'm going to show you these cards all together, because if you look at them all together, you can see everybody's ignoring this. This Falcon is facing away from her. This person here is facing away from her. Okay, so you're ignoring being self-sufficient, you're ignoring spending time alone, or you may be ignoring the fact that you need to get your money straight, and nobody's going to do it for you. You need to do it for yourself. Or it could be health. You need to get your health straight. You need to get your health in alignment with how it needs to be in order for you to be your authentic self. And a lot of people don't know, when your health is not right, it really can mess with your mind. Okay, if all aspects of yourself, the mental, the physical, the emotional, the spiritual, all of that has to be in alignment. All of that needs to be balanced, because if it's not, it's like uh when you're stacking blocks. Okay, if one of the blocks are out of alignment or off, all the blocks can fall down. Everything needs to be in alignment. And then you have the Five of Cups in reverse. Let me see what that is saying to me. It may be difficult for you to get these things in alignment, whether it be your health, your finances, your work, or you just spending time with yourself, because it's a lot of chaotic energy in your surroundings. So what you're seeing, maybe like you may be actually seeing situations that you could consider negative because it's not what you wanted. But if you just change the way you think about it, it can make a big difference. So if you're going through something where you feel like it's a negative situation and you can't do nothing about it, like, don't stress over it because you can't do nothing about it. Just calm yourself, sit down by yourself, spend some time by yourself to think about what you can do to change the situation. There's always something you can do. There's always some type of action you can take, even if the action is just not doing anything and just waiting for things to kind of unfold by itself, to where an opportunity would be presented to you, because you might not know what to do now, but things may shift. The universe may change things up a little bit, and then tomorrow or the day after or the day after that, an opportunity will present itself for you to get through that obstacle. So this is where that giving yourself a opportunity to learn, or maybe trying things a different way, or looking at things in a very unorthodox way, because what you see as value and what somebody else sees as value is two totally different things. It's all about perception. So I'm going to pull an Earth Magic Oracle card for you guys so we can get clarity on that. And this one is trying to come out. It's the Wind Activation card. I'm saying DNA activation, and it may be some type of DNA activation that's happening too once you start allowing yourself to look at things in a different way. Or maybe you need to meditate for you to activate these different strands, these other strands of DNA that have been laying dormant, in order for you to start perceiving things and seeing situations in a different way. Because when your DNA is activated, it's bringing you to a higher level of consciousness. And in order for you to see things in a new way, you have to consciously be different, like be on a different level consciously. So let me read to you what that Wind Activation says. It says the various currents of air that circulate on our planet can be gentle enough to tickle the hairs on our arms, or so fierce that they destroy man-made structures as well as trees and other vegetations. Wind moves the air to circulate the atmosphere and keep it from becoming stagnant. When there's no movement, the atmosphere feels somehow heavier. Gentle breezes help cool the land and pollinate flowers, whereas more I had problems with this word last time. Tempestuous. I don't know. More winds can snap tree branches off and stir. Yeah, my speech is messing up right now. And stir something deeply within us. More violent winds can create temporary chaos with their ferocity. No matter the degree of intensity, wind will activate us. In this image, the breath of the god of wind stirs the sea and rearranges the sky. As this occurs, the weather shifts. The effects, even in this small area, send ripples throughout, blending and dancing with the water in the sky. It activates the atmosphere, and the world feels more alive when there is wind. The lethargy you feel is a result of a lack of activation. In other words, something that stirs your senses. This could be anything from walking outdoors, feeling the breeze on your body, or inhaling different aromas that nature herself provides. It could be finding the pleasures in a warm bath that helps you release the tension and stress from your mind and body. Music may activate your hearing, so it's telling you ways that you can activate yourself. Because like I said, your environment may be chaotic, but if so, go out in nature, go by yourself and do something to calm yourself, to relieve that stress. The touch of another human may activate a deep need to be physically healed in some manner once again. Now is the time for action. Engage in some activity and be fully present so that you forget about engage in some activity and be fully present so that you forget about your surroundings and enter into that timeless and multi-dimensional experience of union with the focus of your creativity. So some of you may need to spend time alone, and some of you may need to actually get out and be around other people so you can get out of that funk. Let your physical body be active. Movement alone, whether quietly dancing by yourself or hiking up that hill over yonder, will require you to be as present as possible in your body. Enjoy. Now, like I was saying, we're in a new moon energy. So however we feel now is going to set the mood for the rest of the month. Set your intentions. Change. If you're stressed out, do something to relieve that stress, because you don't want to start this new energy off feeling like in a little slump or whatever, because that's how the rest of your month is going to follow. You attract whatever you're vibrating. So if you're vibrating a negative energy, that's what you're going to attract to you, and I know you don't want to attract that. So focus on changing the way you think about negative situations. Like if you've lost someone in a relationship, or if you've lost something or had any type of loss, just know that things come and go. Just as the seasons change, people change, your life changes. Some things will fall out, some people will fall off from your life. So think of it as a blessing, because they may not have been who needed to be in your life at the time for your own spiritual growth, and it may not have been something that you needed in your life at the time for your own spiritual growth or physical growth, whatever. Things leave, people leave, don't cry over spilled milk. So next I'm going to go with the fire signs at 2648. Which are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, using the same spray. Today is Sunday, May 13th. Happy Mother's Day to my fire sign people. My mother is a fire sign. She's the Leo. It's my backbone. I don't know what I'd do without that lady, without that woman. Your comfort zone, your home, past situations, or thinking about what they call it, nostalgia, thinking about good things, thinking about good times, and setting with us with this new moon energy. When you're trying to set, that's the energy that you're trying to set. This is the best time to think about things that make you happy. Think about situations and people from your past that made you happy, even if they're no longer in your life. Just think about the good times, because when you feel good, it attracts more good situations to you. And get away from people that are in funks, because you don't want none of that funky energy rubbing off on you. Okay. So some of my fire signs: Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. And the moon is in Aries today, so let's see what that has for you. Okay, so your foundation is the Hangman in reverse. When the Hangman is upright, it's a time for pause and assessment, for you to really think about things in another light in order for you to get enlightenment about a specific situation. But it's reversed. So I think that time of pause and assessment has passed. When you move into the new moon energy, that's when the moon is growing, or the light of the moon is growing, so that power is growing, so your inner desires, your power, for your inner desires, for your needs, for your wants, for you, like those instincts. That power is growing. So it's a time to take action. Not like you've been enlightened, you know what you need to do. Now it's time to do it. Okay, and this card keeps standing out to me. It's the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So it may be some type of inheritance, or it may be about what you can leave, or what you're trying to create for your family, to create some type of stability for your family. Like what you may be thinking about, or have been thinking about what you can do, but now you know. So the overall energy is Seven of Cups. You've made your choice of what you want to focus on, what desires, what needs you want to focus on. And you may have chosen more than one thing. But this card is telling you to be careful of what you choose, because if you be greedy and you choose more than one thing, it could be overwhelming for you. But I don't feel like it is. I feel like you're going to be able to handle it, my fire signs, because y'all like to take on a lot of things at once. It's telling you to focus on I still feel like you should focus on one thing at a time, because Aries, fire signs, y'all could try it. Like y'all some very energetic people. You like to just go. Okay, it may be telling you yeah, you can go, but don't go too fast. Slow down a little bit, because you don't want to overwhelm yourself. And it could also be with spending, telling you not to overspend. The challenge is the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is hold on. I feel like it's an ego thing. I feel like it's an ego thing. You may be valuing things or money or items or something like over your family. I feel like you should spend more time with family. Or it's saying that you've gotten that enlightenment. So now you need to be a leader and take responsibility for the wisdom you have attained and share that with others. Or share it with your family, the wisdom that you've attained, or the money that you've attained, the riches, whether it be money, whether it be wisdom, knowledge, whatever. It's time to, that enlightenment that you've gained, it's time to share that with others. Share that with your family, share it with children. Be that person that someone else can run to in their time of need. Some fire signs can be selfish. Some of them. My mother is not selfish. She's very giving. But it's time to take responsibility. It's time to be a leader. The things that you've accomplished, the things that you've gained, your treasures, it's time to think about how you can share that with others, with the people in your family or the people that you're close to. But I'm going to pull an Earth Magic Oracle just for clarification of that. You need some water. I need some water. Yeah, music harmony. So let's see what that says. It's a cute card. I like that. It says, what would life be like without it? It's not something that we humans invented. Rather, music has been around since time began. Subtle and dramatic textures of sound have existed as long as there have been beings that could hear them. For our ancient ancestors, paying close attention to sounds, rhythms, and vibrations from our environment helped them survive. Of course, it has also been compelling for humanity to create music through our own voice and musical instruments. As we have evolved, so have the instruments we've created, some of which, when played, mimic the music of the natural world. Where there's more than one instrument played or two or more people singing, the resulting harmonies blend into one unified sound that is pleasing to the ear. If the notes are out of sync, there's a notable dissonance that can be disturbing. Here we see two women with string instruments creating a harmonious blend. They are so absorbed in their playing that they appear to be in a trance, as if they're simply allowing the music to flow through them. This is a time of considerable harmony for you, one where the various elements in your life are flowing together smoothly. Just as musical harmony is, it is the interface of these elements that merge into a cycle of symmetry and balance that evokes feelings of harmony. The challenge is to sustain this inner accord even when there is a considerable dissonance outside of your own mind, heart, and body. Note the sensations, emotions, and thoughts you experience when everything seems to be moving along well. Take 3 deep breaths and let your breathing be the anchor that reminds you of this state of consciousness. Whenever you perceive chaos around you, know that it is a mirror for your inner turmoil. When you recognize this, take 3 or more breaths to bring forth the memory of those moments when your life was like a symphony. See, like I said, those memories that what was the word again? Dang it, I forgot the word. But thinking good memories, setting those intentions to think good memories. Then every time you exhale every time you exhale, you're releasing the energy of your internal state of harmony into the world, and it will have an amazing effect. Like I said, fire signs, they like to do a lot, okay? They like to do a lot. So you may have a lot of things going on, but this is telling you to focus on maybe teaching other people what it is that you're doing so you can allow them to help you. But it's time to take the lead and giving back to others. And remember the people who've helped you along the way. Remember the good times that you had with those people when you were being taught something, how that made you feel. So give that back in return. Okay. So now I'm going to go to water signs, and this is at 3653. Water signs, May 13th, 2018 to May 19th, 2018. I am a water sign. I'm a Cancer sun sign. From May 13th, 2018 to May 19th, 2018. For all water signs, that's Cancer, Scorpios, and Pisces. Cancer, Scorpios, and Pisces, water signs. Cancer, Scorpios, and Pisces. My wrist is itching. So maybe it has to do with something with being flexible when it comes to your work or your skills or talents. Things that you're working on, things that you use your hands to do, need to be more flexible in how you do it. Or maybe try to be more flexible with how often, be more flexible with the time you spend on it, or where you are doing it. For Cancer, Scorpios, and Pisces, May 13th, 2018 and May 19th, 2018. Do one last shuffle. This card came out, wanted to come out, King of Swords. It's another card that's setting your intentions. using your thoughts, using your focus to manifest your desires, or using your thoughts and your focus, stabilizing your thoughts and your focus. Okay? Allowing your thoughts and your focus to transform your foundation. Let's see. Another card of thoughts. Okay, so we're gonna have some things to shake your foundation. So it's a transformation in your foundation, but it's for good. You may be thinking of it in a negative way. You may be feeling like it's so much chaos in your physical world, and it's affecting you emotionally, especially your thoughts. The challenge is, because of all this that's going on in your surroundings, because of all the shaking up of your foundation, you're having trouble stabilizing your thoughts. Your thoughts may be going back to the negative. You're looking back at the woulda, coulda, shouldas. Focus your thoughts on what you want. Focus your thoughts on stabilizing your surroundings. Focus your thoughts and your intent on stabilizing your foundation, or creating a new foundation for yourself, a stronger foundation for yourself. Don't think of it as, whatever it is that's going on, don't think of it as something that's bad that's going on. It's not bad. It's just something that needed to happen in order for you to release the things that were causing you stress, anxiety, distress, depression, or whatever. It's shaking things up to release the pressure. Or you maybe telling you to release the pressure by just screaming. I remember one time when I was meditating, I just felt like my soul wanted to scream. Could be telling you to just scream. But these water signs, and I've gotten the same thing from my friends telling you to teach. Okay? When you learn, this is a very knowledgeable person. Even though it's a water sign, it's a very knowledgeable person. They have a lot of wisdom, and you have so much wisdom that you've been learning, you've been searching, you've been holding all this in, and now you feel like you're about to bust, and you feel like you're about to bust because you need to get some of this wisdom out. It's time for you to teach the things that you've been learning. Okay, whether it's a tradition of yours, whether it's a spiritual practice, whether it's some type of book knowledge that you know, history, whatever. It's time for you to teach that to others, and that'll relieve some of that pressure and make you feel good. Water signs are the water bearers. Like, the water bearers is like we feed you with knowledge. We feed you with spiritual knowledge. We have that spiritual knowledge. So it's time to start teaching that to others. But I'm going to pull an Earth Magic Oracle card for you guys, just to clarify. I want to start teaching some of my spiritual practices too. I'm going to be, I already have a Facebook group called Universe Soul Sisters that I have been neglecting, and I'm going to get back to it this week. I'm going to open it back up so that I can start teaching my spiritual practices and tarot. So for anybody watching this video, if you're a beginner tarot reader, or you want to learn tarot, or if you want to learn any type of spiritual practices, if you want to learn how to strengthen your psychic abilities, you can, for ladies only, I'm doing ladies only, or want to know how you can utilize those psychic abilities in order for you to change your life, you can go on Facebook and look up Universe Soul Sisters. I'm going to put the link in a description. Let me write that, so I can remember. But if you want to learn some things, or learn some of the things that I know, you can send a request to join the group, and I'll check it and see. Like I said, ladies only, and men don't go try to create a fake account because I'm psychic. I'm gonna, okay? but you got lightning power. And you got lightning here. You got lightning here. Let's see what lightning says. It says, we see power all around us. It's in the mountains, metals, and clouds. In fact, in every expression of nature, yet there isn't a more dramatic display of nature's power than lightning. It electrifies and splits the atmosphere such that when the heated air comes rushing together, we hear thunder, the applause of the gods. Lightning sharpens our senses and triggers fears and awe. We see these forked beams of brilliant light jump from the sky, and our instinctual vigilance is triggered in anticipation of the roar that follows. We naturally seek shelter from the storm or are grateful that we are already being sheltered. This demonstration of power of creation is yet another way to remind us that we are not in control of the natural world. When we witness nature's power with open hearts and minds, we see that it is neither destructive nor constructive. It simply is. The power available to you, the force of life itself, is neutral. It is neither inherently good nor bad. It is how you utilize it that will determine whether it is ultimately harmful or life-giving and congruent with the will of spirit that pulses through you. What is required is awareness of your intention, your values, and your willingness to act on them under the particular circumstances or your inquiry. This is also a card of values too, whether it be religious values, spiritual values, you value on your knowledge, whatever. Although you may see yourself as using this power for good, do not allow yourself to get caught up in a duality of good or bad in determining your decisions or actions. Through prayer or ceremony, you can tap into this spiritual force, and by paying close attention to Spirit's prompting, your choice will be ultimately revealed to you, one that is beyond your typical perspective. From there, you can continue to access this divine power that is very force driving. That is a very force driving the universe. So when your environment is chaotic, and you don't know what to do, it's all about how you think of it, okay? Stabilize your thoughts. I'll pause for a second so I can let you guys look to see what this means to you. If it's you teaching, if it's you learning, or if it's you valuing, whatever knowledge, whatever power you have, value it to the point where you know it's so valuable that you want to share that knowledge with others. Or value what you have. Like, you may be thinking, oh, my environment is so chaotic, oh, my life is so chaotic, but guess what? You have life. You have a home. You have an environment. Some people don't. Okay? So it's all about how you look at the situation. And that's all I have for you guys. I love you. Happy Mother's Day again to all my ladies. If you would like a personal reading, my contact information is in the description. I'll be available Monday through Friday to do readings. Saturdays and Sundays are my days. I'm not working on those days. But Monday through Fridays, I'll be available to do readings. Please give me at least 24 hours to get back to you, because I will not have my phone in my hand all day. I have other things going on in my life. My PayPal link is in the description. Also, if you want to donate, and I'll have the prices for my readings and on my homepage, on the YouTube page. On my homepage, I'll have the price for my readings. So if you guys want to book one, you want to pay ahead to make sure you get your reading, you can do that, and put in a comment which your email address or your contact information, so I can get in touch with you to see what exactly you want your reading on, because first comes, first serve. Okay. And that's it. I love you guys, and I'm gone. Bye.